Okay, let's see how the feature listing builder application works. It's perfect for open houses. So let's open up the feature listing builder application and we're going to type a project name. Usually it's best to type out the address of the feature listing you're working on as your project name so you can decipher all your different projects later on. Now we're going to click a location to save our project. So we're going to save it straight to the desktop. Double click the desktop and click choose. Now I can go to the next step. This lets us add a listing photo. So if you have a photo of your listing, you can click the select photo button and click your photo and click OK. And now you can see the preview of your photo. It's got to be a JPEG file. Go to the next step. This allows us to put a link for a virtual tour. So if your feature listing has a virtual tour page, you can link it. So let's open up our virtual tour page and we're going to simply copy the address at the top of that website and we're going to paste it into this section by right-clicking and selecting paste. Just make sure that when you do add this link, you have the HTTP section as well. You can click the test my virtual tour link to make sure it opens up correctly. Now we can go to the next step. This allows us to add a feature listing website page. So again, if you have a web page dedicated to this listing, you can add that as well. So let's go to that web page and we'll copy the address again and go back to our application. And we're going to paste it into the builder. And again, you can test your link as well and make sure you have the HTTP section included as well. And then we're going to go to the next step. In this step, we can add extra files that you created about your feature listing. So any files like PowerPoint or brochures in PDF. So we created a brochure and we're going to add that so that our clients can open that later as well. And we go to the final step now. Final step basically just tells you how to get that feature folder you're creating through this project onto your keys. It's basically another drag and drop onto your keys, and that's about it. Once we get the feature folder, it shows you a couple screens, one for Windows and one for a Mac computer, on how your keys should look like with your feature folder on them. So then we can close the application, and you'll notice on your desktop, there's our project folder that we created. And we open it up and we see the feature folder. And this is the folder that we want to get onto our keys. So what we'll do is move this window over a little bit and change the size of it. We're going to open up our key, and there's the regular files on our key. All we have to do is get that feature folder onto the key. So you can copy and paste it, or you can just drag and drop it. And that's it. Now your USB key has that feature folder on it. And what happens is when the user starts the Easy Access application, once the animation is finished, they'll now have a feature listing button. And when they click that feature listing button, they have access to their feature details, the feature files you added, and the virtual tour as well. So clicking the virtual tour button, for instance, takes them straight to the virtual tour page for that listing, and they can watch the virtual tour. It's that easy.